Music is in here. The eyes of it.
Our journey has been steady from the advent. With crystal clear vision, we started off as a news online portal. We subsequently evolved into a magazine, and now on your radio. We do not only bear the name Media House. We practice with the best ethos of our professional calling, presenting facts with objectivity. We are committed and resolute. We are HallowMace. We are the standard bearers. It's HallowMace on radio, dedicated to promotion of legislature, democracy, and good governance. It's hot, interactive, educating, engaging, and entertaining. HallowMace on radio, Thursdays, 10 a.m. on Armed Forces Radio, 107.7 FM. HallowMace on radio. Parliament. Brought to the people. Brought to the people.
Music is in here. The eyes of it.
Our journey has been steady from the advent. With crystal clear vision, we started off as a news online portal. We subsequently evolved into a magazine, and now on your radio. We do not only bear the name Media House. We practice with the best ethos of our professional calling, presenting facts with objectivity. We are committed and resolute. We are HallowMace. We are the standard bearers. It's HallowMace on radio, dedicated to promotion of legislature, democracy, and good governance. It's hot, interactive, educating, engaging, and entertaining. HallowMace on radio, Thursdays, 10 a.m. on Armed Forces Radio, 107.7 FM. HallowMace on radio. Parliament. Brought to the people. Brought to the people.
All right, Abuja, thank you for staying tuned to the Armed Forces Radio 107.7 FM. This is HallowMace on Radio, your political talk show which comes up every Thursday on Armed Forces Radio 107.7 FM, Abuja. And of course, we take our time to look at issues in the front burner, burning issues of national interest, critical issues that affect the lives of every and ordinary Nigerians. My name is Daniel Uti, and we will look at a very, very critical aspect of our economy, which has to do with power. The power sector has had its own fair share of controversies and different kind of rejigging from previous administration, and now we are in a brand new administration of the Renewed Hope agenda. Some of the policies and principles of this new administration, we all are giving it divergent views and opinion. Is it favorable to the lives of ordinary Nigerians? All of these will form the basis of our conversation. I won't be discussing alone. We were supposed to have a guest, and for contingency reasons is unavoidably absent for one reason or the other, but we'll be reaching him via telephone call to provide all of the answers that you Nigerians would love to ask, that you Nigerians would need to know. There is an increase. There's a new tariff plan for electricity, and that is our topic of discussion. The epileptic power supply in Nigeria, the way forward. We are still grappling with that, and there is an increase. There's an increase in electricity tariff. That is the topic of our discussion. We started this topic of epileptic power supply last week, and we couldn't exhaust it, and some of you tried to call to lend your voice, but we couldn't accommodate all of that because of the time frame for the program. But today, hopefully, if you are ready, we'll accommodate all of your questions, and we'd love to hear from you. As a feedback mechanism, it helps us to improve on the program, to improve on our content, to serve you much more better. Remember, HallowMace is a program which deepens democratic values and provides solutions to policymakers, decision makers, and the government of the day, so that Nigerians would enjoy the benefits and dividends of democracy. Welcome once again. My name is Daniel Odi. We will go on a short break, and I'll introduce my guest, and we'll get him via telephone call live on the program. Please stay with us.
Music is in here. The eyes of it.
Our journey has been steady from the advent. With crystal clear vision, We started off as a news online portal. We subsequently evolved into a magazine, and now on your radio. We do not only bear the name Media House. We practice with the best ethos of our professional calling, presenting facts with objectivity. We are committed and resolute. We are HallowMace. We are the standard bearers. It's HallowMace on radio, dedicated to promotion of legislature, democracy, and good governance. It's hot, interactive, educating, engaging, and entertaining. HallowMace on radio, Thursdays, 10 a.m. on Armed Forces Radio, 107.7 FM. HallowMace on radio. Parliament, brought to the people.
All right, welcome back from that short break. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC, has approved the increase of electricity tariff for customers under the Band A classification. At the press briefing in Abuja on Wednesday, that was yesterday, NEC Vice Chairman Musliu Hussaini said the increase will see the customers pay 225 kilowatts per hour from the current 66 Naira, 225 Naira kilowatts per hour from the current 66 Naira. So if you do the mathematics, this is like a over 200% increase. It was reported that the customers under Band A are those who enjoy 20 hours of electricity supply daily. This was coming from the briefing by the next Vice Chairman, Musliu Hussaini. Hussaini said these customers represent 15% of the 12 million electricity customers in the country. He added that the commission had also downgraded some customers on the Band A to Band B due to non-fulfillment of the required hours of electricity provided by the electricity distribution company. So, according to him, in his words, we currently have 800 feeders that are categorized as Band A, but it will now be reduced to under 500. So from 800 to 500. This means that 17% now qualify as Band A feeders. These feeders only service 15% of total electricity customers connected to the feeders. So according to Hussaini, the Commission has issued an order, which is titled April Supplementary Order, and the Commission allows a 235 kilowatts per hour. That is what he is explaining. He added that the review will not affect customers on the other bands. Citing sources, also on Tuesday reported that power companies will be allowed to raise electricity prices to 200 Naira per kilowatts from 68 Naira for urban customers. Well, I won't be talking alone. I've got my colleague in the studio, Mr. Anderson Osibe, and together we'll anchor this segment of the program. Mr. Anderson, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Daniel. Thanks for having me.
Yes, the news of hike in electricity tariff came as a shock to several Nigerians. While Nigerians are still grappling to cope with the pressure of petroleum increase from subsidy removal, and all of a sudden, we are experiencing another different hike from a very, very crucial sector. Remember the topic we started last week, epileptic power supply, which is definitely a driver of other sector of the Nigerian economy, because the administration say they have the economy to fix. And without power supply, Comrade was here last week and he told us about how power supply can aid the upliftment or the growth of other sectors of the economy. Now we have an increase of electricity tariff. Is this definitely a reasonable thing to do at this point in time? What is your own overall assessment?
Given the mood of the nation, for me, I feel it is very untimely. It's not the right thing to do at this point in time. And, what one say, we feel that government should also had a different approach to this, look for a way that they can manage the issue of this increment and all that. But you see, having said that, if you look at it very critically and we see that the increment will give us steady power supply and all that, why not? It's also a welcome development. But at the end of the day, where you have epileptic power supply left, right, and center virtually every day. You sleep in the day, you have light for 2 hours. Some people don't even have light for 2 days and all that. And you're increasing. And I say people on band. What did they say? Band A. So we don't know what band A means. We don't know what band B means, what band C means. So at least we need an expert in that field.
The harsh reality is that there's an increase in tariff plan for electricity, and you may be paying more, as high as 200% of what you used to pay for electricity. So for us to get more clarification and reaction from the authority behind this, we'll be joining our guest live via telephone call. He is Barrister Sunday Oduntan, the Executive Director, Association of Nigerian Electricity Distributors, and he is a spokesperson for the distribution companies. Hopefully, he will provide us with some clarification, some of the answers Nigerians need to know. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome to the program HallowMace on radio.
Thank you very much.
First of all, we understand that there is a hike in the tariff plan for electricity, and Nigerians will be wondering, what is your overall assessment of power supply? Because it has been epileptic in major parts of the country, and this increment that is coming at a time whereby not every part of the country is enjoying steady or constant electricity power supply. What is your overall assessment of epileptic power supply? Let's begin from there.
Thank you very much for being here.
All right, sir.
First of all, let me make something very clear. For some years now, I have asked to use what the regulator call service electric tariffs. I want Nigerian first of all to understand the basics.
Okay.
Nigerian power sector was largely, not all of them, but largely privatized in November 2013.
Okay.
So in the last 10.5 years, we've seen dramatic changes. But in terms of 24-hour electricity, we are not there yet. We are not there yet for various reasons.
Okay.
Let me, first of all, explain that we produce electricity in Nigeria through only two means, just two sources.
Okay.
First source is what is called water. That one is called hydroelectric power plant.
All right.
That is electricity that is produced through water.
Mm.
We have them 3 plants. 3 of them are all in Niger State. We have Kanji, Kiro, and Jeba. The 3 of them combined give us just about 25%
All right.
of what we're going to produce. The remaining 75% come through a source known as thermal power plant. That's gas-fired power plant. That is to say, these are power plants that are using gas. Not like the way you use petrol for your car.
Yes.
When you put petrol inside your car,
Okay.
that is what will let the car start. That will generate power that will move the car. So we generate power through gas in 75% of all the available sources. As a result of this, the cost of gas determines how much we pay for electricity.
Okay.
Then for the one with water,
Hydro.
the rainy season,
Mm.
the water level will go up. Dry season, water level will go down. But if water is down, remember I said that is only 25% of all our production,
Okay.
which means that we are not producing much from hydro. Although more hydropower plants are coming on stream very soon. Over the last 10 years, government has been making efforts. We have had 3 governments in the last 10 years, and they are making various efforts to ensure that we have more sources of generating electricity. So when you look at Nigeria, before all you look at the population, Normally, we should be growing our electricity in accordance with our growing population.
Okay.
A country that has about 220 million people cannot continue to have 5,000 megawatts. Ideally, it should be 1,000 megawatts per 1 million population.
Okay.
That is the rule of the thumb. That's the way we find it in a state situation. Whether we wait another 5 will be again, only 15 will be and a set of 5 of them that will not eat on the next day. That is the way it is. So we don't have enough to go around. Efforts are being made by the government to ensure that we have enough. But why don't we have enough? We don't have enough because of liquidity crisis. And what do I mean by liquidity crisis? Money, naira, and kobo. The cost of producing electricity is very high. And Nigeria so far has not been able to pay true cost of electricity. Electricity is not cheap. Go to Ghana, go to Senegal, go to Namibia. I can tell you that Nigeria pays about the lowest price in the whole of Africa. But when you hear that there's life in Senegal, they have life in Ghana, people don't seem to understand that the reason why those other countries have life is because they pay. Not only that, we have many good Nigerians. We also have many thieves in Nigeria. Nigeria is a country of so many thieves. People that steal energy right and left. The rich do it, the poor does it. It's not just about a certain category of citizens. In Abuja, there's a place called Buhari. That's where you have the Nigerian Law School.
Yeah, Buhari Area Council.
There is in Buhari Town. I'm talking about Buhari Town.
Yes.
Buhari Town is where you have Nigerian Law School. Buhari Town is where you have the headquarters of JAM.
Yes.
Now, at the time, that must be in 2017. There's a community in Buhari after JAM before you get to Nigerian Law School on the other side. People were bypassing their meters massively. They had to trade meter, yet they were bypassing it. That's a Buhari. We've got the same thing in a place called Rescue in Jos. Rescue in Jos is a GRA. It's a place where the people be. Rescue in Jos. We've got the same problem in a place called Bombay in Kano. We've got the same problem in a place called John Tamagi in Port Harcourt. We got it in Ikeja GRA, where we caught a man who has a Bentley like Rolls Royce. When you have a car that's more than 150 million and you are taking 58,000 naira electricity, you are passing in Ikeja GRA, that's in Lagos. I can go on and on, sir.
Yeah.
It goes on all over the country. In Asoko, and there's a place very close to Apple, not far from Apple, they give quarters. We have the same problem. So energy tech is the major reason why we don't have life.
Okay.
How it affected us as decision company. And let me just say agency of this decision. Many of these decision companies have invested massively to be trying their best to ensure that their lives in the state that they cover. They cover Edo State, Delta State, Ondo State, and Ekiti State. But it has been very challenging because when they as distributors, they're just like people that sell bread. The seller of bread is not the owner of the bakery.
Exactly.
It's not the one that produces bread. But the seller of bread, if he doesn't have enough, and people are waiting to have money, they want to buy bread, and you don't have enough, they are abusing you. Whereas, you don't have enough because the bakery is not producing enough bread. And if you ask the baker, the owner of the bakery, he will tell you that they have not got enough flour. If you go and like the flour mill will tell you that they don't have wheat. Farmers have to grow wheat for wheat to be used to pay for flour. If it doesn't pay, there's no way that we can make them. These are the things that people need to understand. So we don't have enough because one, people are not paying. Two, people continue to steal energy. Three, we too are not producing enough. Those are the three things that combine together. And the fourth and the most embarrassing one is that government ministries departments and agencies are not paying their bills. That is the problem. That's why we don't have enough electricity.
Okay, Barrister Sunday, from your submission, it is clear and obvious that one of the reasons you gave for behind the reason for the increment was as a result of, one of the reasons, or some of the reasons you gave as a result of the epileptic power supply we are experiencing was as a result of poor generation, which you say comes as in form of only two sources in the country from hydro and gas power plants, which contribute just 25%. And is this definitely going to be a yardstick for the increment that we are experiencing today? Because Nigerians who are listening to you now will be wondering and asking questions. Over 240% increase. How reasonable is this considering the present economic reality? Because it's not just about the generation problem. We do have other issues and Nigerians are still trying to cope with it. And now you're coming up and explaining that one of the reasons. So what you're saying in essence, if I live in a place where I have a prepaid meter and I don't enjoy up to 20 hours of electricity, I'm not categorized under band A, and these increments will not affect me. That is what you're saying.
It will not affect you. If you're on band B, band C, current increment will not affect you. But if you live in a place where there's always light, get ready to pay more. This increment is to do with the cost of production now. If there's an increment in the cost of flour, the cost of bread will go up, and it has gone up. In the last 1 year, bread in Nigeria today, the cost has gone up. I'm just using that bread as an analogy, as an example. We have to face our reality. The purpose of doing any business is cost. There's no way you can do a business if you cannot recover your cost. That is not a business. That business will collapse. You cannot continue to undersell a product. You cannot continue to sell below the cost price. If the cost of production is 100 naira, on that you cannot sell for 20 naira or 50 naira. Nigerians like being free of charge. That will not happen. There's no way we can get here if we continue to think it's a social service, we have to get it free or cheap, or we should be stealing it as we do. Those are the issues that we need to all understand. So the increment has nothing to do with whether we are producing two sources, whether we are not producing enough. It's little that we are producing. What people should be asking is, what is the cost of production? How much does it cost to produce this X amount of electricity? It is the cost of production of any product that determines the selling price. Let me repeat. It is the cost of production of any product that determines the selling price. That's what it is.
All right, well noted. And Nigerians would love to ask you questions at this point in time. I don't know how feasible it is for us to open up the phone line so that we get some of the callers to ask you questions, because it is not just about you and I. It is about the ordinary Nigerians who are the ones paying for these. And the phone lines will be open on 090-9752-9699 while we wait for the callers to ask you questions. The phone line is 090-9752-9699. We'd love you to throw more light. Don't you think it would be wise to ensure availability, constant power supply, before you begin to look at a price review or increase? Because is the government or the commission sensitive to the plight of Nigerians, considering that Nigerians are still in the mix of subsidy removal? Is the commission or is the government sensitive enough to the plight of Nigerians at this point in time? Don't you think ensuring or to guarantee power supply, steady power supply, should be prioritized at this point in time rather than increasing the tariff? Because Nigerians are still trying to cope or come out of the issue of subsidy removal. Don't you think ensuring constant power supply should be prioritized rather than increasing the tariff?
We cannot have constant power supply if you don't have the money to produce the power. So we have to have the required funding to be able to produce the power. You cannot produce power and then not sell at the appropriate price. The appropriate pricing is what will make it possible for us to have more life. That is simple answer to that. It's not about prioritizing. We are prioritizing increasing production. But it will not happen if the selling price is below the cost price. And we're talking about the cost price. If the cost of producing a loaf of bread is 100 naira.
Yes.
And you're selling the same bread for 56 naira. That will increase the price to at least 100 naira. Even 100 naira no profit, at least you got to cover your cost. So it's about cost of production.
Well, at this moment in time, I think we'll let you go while we still wait for the callers who we are experiencing network difficulty with our phone lines because a lot of persons are trying to call to ask you questions. But if we can get one of the callers through, please stay on the line and listen to him. Hello, good morning.
Morning this morning. Good morning.
Yes, welcome to the program. HallowMace on radio.
This is Emily Backman. I greet you this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
You have a question for Barrister Sunday.
What I want to answer today.
Yes.
We don't hear that then our cost of production is not high. I made it in the village that all these collapse, they go with the year collapse.
Yeah.
How will they get anything? All this is part of the production distance because I think they don't do their if the things are high, let us say things are high. But before you know the things are high, when they hear of a collapse, what did they happen?
Oh.
They hear all these collapses.
All right. Thank you. Oh, yep.
They say this and the bandits are going to benefit from the increment of the I have some people say that they want to go and buy this 20 hours. They say, okay, you don't get this 20 hours this thing. That means you know they evolve with that now. And if you are not getting the 20 hours this thing and the bill is being a concrete, what you do?
Okay. Very.
Indeed. How would they go about the abuse that are given to whoever they don't feel like? Is there any way they can do it so that some people use for the whole month? You cannot even get them for 8 hours a day. No, because in the week, you cannot even get almost the hours for the supply. What we do so that it's method that people don't use.
Okay.
They reduce. Because that's that they put increment, they make almost for 30 trillion naira. Most people don't have like, is it good? If you see paying for that, will you be happy?
Okay.
The collapse and the half of collapse.
Okay.
And, those that don't make use of the 20 hours.
Okay.
They give the increase. So how would they do to get their money back?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Emmy the Bikeman. I think Emmy the Bikeman made two salient points and question. Barrister, I don't know if you heard the caller very, very clearly. He asked two questions. The first one has to do with the collapse of national grid. He's wondering every time Nigerians will be told that where there's absolute darkness for more than 12 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours was as a result of the collapse of national grid. What is the commission doing? What is government doing about this? And his second question is, what if the classification of Band A and Band B, which you just explained to us, that if you don't enjoy up to 20 hours of electricity daily, you belong to Band B. And if you're enjoying up to 20 hours of electricity tariff, you are set to pay higher. That is the new tariff plan. What is the compensation for those who are on Band A? They're paying heavily as people who benefited from the tariff, the new tariff, and they don't get this power supply up to 20 hours. What kind of compensation? How do you draw the line through your regulation commission?
I do not work for the Regulation Commission. I do not work for government. I work for the Association of Electricity Distribution Companies.
Yeah.
However, I can say that the regulator are doing a very good job in ensuring that we as operators don't choose people for our customers. When they say 20 hours, are you 20 hours? Actually, let's say 18 hours or even 20 hours. If they say 20 hours, it doesn't mean that you get 20 hours every day. 2020. When you take 20 hours on average in a month, there could be a day when there's a problem and you will get 15 hours. But there could be another the next 5 days that you get 24 hours.
Okay. So in this kind of scenario now, what is the compensation? Because you are paying the new plan. You are...
I'm saying that when you add it all up, it has to go up to 20 hours. If it is not up to that, the system even show it. Then they will adjust the tariff of something for that period. And if you do that, that's the compensation we're talking about.
How do you adjust the tariff? Is it practicable?
It is, of course, it's practicable. These are very.
Please explain to Nigerians, because Nigerians need clarity. If I have paid for a...
Wherever you see, you're not the only one using your transformer, is it?
Yes.
And that transformer, you can have maybe even 100 transformers under a single feeder. It's that feeder that shows the number of hours of supply, energy supplied. From that feeder, they will know how many hours. If it is less than what it is supposed to be, they will adjust it. The payment will now be lower than what it should be. They can even do downgrade from band A down to band B, as an example. So it is not just about you, your own house alone. It involves a lot of people. So that's why it's easy to know. But what affects your neighbor? If you have 10 hours of supply, definitely your neighbor who is on the same transformer with you, on the same feeder as you, will have only 10 hours. So they know. And we as operators, if AEDC, for instance, if they supply you electricity, they know how many hours are they supply to a particular area. And the regulator that monitors everything that we do, they are also aware. And that is why we cannot afford to mess up the debts for the body shops. They sometimes they post very heavy fine on the disco. This is exactly happening to some disco. So there's a way they monitor it. It's not possible that they will put you on band A and you will be using service of band B or band C. No. I think there's a major fault. Like you mentioned, system collapse.
Yes.
I don't want to go into any jargon. People will not understand it. What I was just saying to you is this. When you have an infrastructure that is dilapidated, that is to say that is very old. Because it is very old, it requires a lot of investment to renew, to make it new again. It's like a car. You can't use a car for 50 years and you think that car will not have problems. Even for 20 years, even for 10 years. So, in order to renew it, just like to repair your car and refurbish it, you need money. If you are using that car for taxi and everybody that enters your taxi don't pay, or they don't pay the appropriate fare, then it means that you don't have the money to do the repair. The car will break down. That's what is happening. Everything is linked together. And I'm not saying that the operators have no fault. No, far from it. I'm not saying that we are doing so well, or we're the best, or we're doing well enough. No. No. We also have a lot of work to do to improve in the way we are service providers. But it's in both ways. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Thank you very much.
Efficiency is linked to pricing. When you say somebody is not efficient, yes, but when you look at the reason for inefficiency, pricing is one of the reasons. If rent should cost 200 naira and you are paying 30 naira, one day you go and buy bread, there will not be nylon. But the woman will not have money to buy nylon. They are not paying the appropriate price for the bread. The woman is always the best.
Okay.
People that collected the box energy worth of 12 billion 2 months ago. They were only able to collect 8 billion. When people hear 8 billion, they think they hear a lot of money. But they were able to collect less than the amount of what they purchase. Nigerians have stolen 4 billion worth of their goods. Just in 1 month. These are issues that we're trying to explain. Many Nigerians are very honest. There are many Nigerians that are willing to pay, and that are also able to pay. There are many Nigerians that are not able to pay. They are willing, but they are not able.
Barrister, how do you address this? Barrister, how do you address this issue of stealing power supply for free when the metering program is made publicly free, was declared publicly free, that Nigerians are not meant to pay for meter, but you see customers queuing to purchase this meter, and their effort is.
The meter you are talking, meter is no more free. That was in those days. No minister will tell you that meter is free. It's 2024.
So
at the time when efforts were made to provide clean meter, the effort failed. God is government of this time, Muhammad Buhari, that trying to do it. It's nothing true about who will pay for it. When something is free, the person producing it has to be paid. Who is paying that person?
Okay. Thank you for providing clarity.
And these meters are not free. And then this code, we are not the one doing meter. Meters are supplied by external meter manufacturers and meter suppliers who are appointed by our regulator. So it's not the code. It's not the ECC, it's not ACC, it's not a full code, it's called not Zola, Kaduna, or Kano Disco. No. These are provided by private businessmen, private companies that are appointed to do that. So if you don't have meter,
okay.
Not without meter, don't get it.
All right. Thank you for providing clarity. Before we let you go, I'll ask you one last question. Will this increase in tariff plan for electricity address the issue of infrastructural deficit or the infrastructural collapse while you are experiencing constant collapse of the national grid? Will this improve the services of the national grid, or will it address the issue of power supply? In your own opinion?
Sure. Yes. I can assure Nigerians that this will improve the situation. I can assure you that this will make it a lot better. Good times are here. Because once we have a situation like this, people are paying, what the reduction in tax, the energy tax, then the improvement in tariff. There will be more money to renew the network, more money. You see, sometimes you see calling poles, you see communities contributing money to the transformer to buy transformers because of this liquidity problem. So this will improve things. Yeah, it will improve.
Indeed, we are hoping forward to see when the electricity supply will be constant and stable so that other small businesses can begin to thrive. Thank you, Barrister Sunday, for being part of the program today. All right, Armed Forces Radio 107.7 FM Abuja. The program is still HallowMace on radio, and we have been conversing with Barrister Sunday Oduntan. He is the Executive Director, Association of Nigerian Electricity Distributors, and spokesman for the distribution companies. The phone line is still open. You can as well still call us and talk to us on the topic of discussion. 090-9752-9699 is the studio number. 090-9752-9699. Mr. Anderson, are you satisfied with his submissions? You're laughing.
Talking about satisfaction, well, he has given, that's why he's a spokesperson. So his work is to,
provide answers to questions
and defend his association.
Okay, we have a caller. Good morning. Yes, welcome.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Good morning, sir.
Work is fine. How are you today?
I'm fine, sir.
Tell us your name and your location.
I'm calling from
Your name? Mr. Who?
Yes.
I can't hear you. Can you speak up a bit?
I'm
Okay, talk to us.
I want to like this increase electricity tariff.
Yes.
Like in my area here, like in the 24 hours, it is hardly for us to see like 30 minutes.
Okay.
24 hours.
Okay.
And sometimes 2-3 days you will not able to be like. And I think
but how does the bill come?
And we are paying almost 7,000 to 8,000 naira monthly.
Are you on prepaid or estimated billing? Are you on prepaid or estimated billing?
Estimated bill.
Okay. So there's a likely situation, there's a likely possibility that you may not be under band A.
But we can quickly call to provide answers.
Yeah, we are out of time. There's a possible situation that you may not be categorized under band A, because his clarifications and explanation is that it is only those who enjoy as high as 20-hour supply of power monthly that will be categorized under band A, and these are the persons that the increase will affect.
Okay.
Yes, so those were his explanation if you're listening to us before calling. So just wait and see at the end of the month if the bill that will come will be times 3, because 240% increase is like times 3 of what we are paying already.
Yeah.
All right,
And
so
if it's times 3, you call us in the studio.
you call us next week, Thursday, on this program so that we can have a feedback reaction.
Okay.
Thank you very much for being part of the program. Mr. Anderson, I was asking you if you're satisfied with
Well,
the
like I was
spokesman.
saying, I said that's his job to do. You know, he's a spokesperson, so it's his job. I think you have another caller. People are beginning to call. People are
Yes.
just listening to the program with keen interest.
Yes, good morning and welcome. Okay.
With prices, I say they got this gas to sell at 11%, because they put them at the level, and what they are putting to, they think we need to be distributed much. They give out to them at the distance. They want to know how much is the rate. Why they are going to say 420, 320. So I want to know they have far more. When they are pushing it to this positive, they think at 11%, but they are saying that is it 300 or 280, and I'm not sure, but I'm not very correct. It's not much. Not Nigeria. The Baba, the people, the world, and the rest of them, the high, he said it is the high people. This thing is cutting across, not only them. Again, the next people, the best. Maybe after the how much you get last and how much you bring. So I don't know how much. I think that will be the final distance and on the moon. How much you collect from last month, how much is on. So now we know whether it's the reality or the tell us the more you do.
Okay, Emmy the bike man, thank you. I wish our guest was in the studio live so that he can react to your question. He's talking about like auditing the regulatory commission and the discuss how much they are making and how much they are using to service some of this infrastructure that supply power.
I think we'll put that question to him across, maybe probably as a text message to reply, or probably if he has time, if we'll have time next week, then we could just take him for like 5 minutes to explain on this particular issue raised by Emmy the bike man. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then secondly, also the other caller who just called in now, who said they don't have light and they're on prepaid, and probably at the end of the day
estimated billing.
Estimated. At the end of the day, they're going to bring them bill, that they didn't use, that they didn't make use of. So we'll just hold on and wait and see what happens. So we encourage them to always, get back to us, and so that we can also always follow up from there. That's why we are here. We are here for the people of Nigeria, and to make sure that everybody, good governance, everybody gets good governance gets to the doorstep of everyone. In Nigeria, nobody should be shortchanged for what he did not use. Nobody should pay for what he did not use. So at the end of the day, when we have all this, when we gather all these things, we can be able to approach, the authority with it. That's the essence of the program.
Indeed, Nigerians who want to see value for money. Nigerians are ready to be committed to their business, and small businesses, the economy cannot get back on track without power supply. That's the size of the package. As we go, Mr. Anderson, your parting shots to all our listeners.
Well, keep a dial on HallowMace on radio. Join us every Thursday, 10 a.m. This is a program that brings you up to speed with what is happening within the polity and all that. We'll solve your problems here. If you have any issue that you need us to solve, just get across to us, and you just be rest assured. Be assured that your problem will be met.
Indeed, Ms. Anderson is now speaking like a senator representing a constituency.
I'm representing the HallowMace constituency.
It's the size of the package, Abuja. This is our own mandate. It is part of our own corporate social responsibility to ensure good governance and give you dividends of democracy. God bless you. We'll see you next week on Thursday, same time, Armed Forces Radio 107.7. My name is Daniel Uti.
Those against the knee, the eyes have it.
Our journey has been steady from the advent. With crystal clear vision, we started off as a news online portal. We subsequently evolved into a magazine, and now on your radio. We do not only bear the name Media House. We practice with the best ethos of our professional calling, presenting facts with objectivity. We are committed and resolute. We are HallowMace. We are the standard bearers. It's HallowMace on radio, dedicated to promotion of legislature, democracy, and good governance. It's hot, interactive, educating, engaging, and entertaining. HallowMace on radio, Thursdays, 10 a.m. on Armed Forces Radio, 107.7 FM. HallowMace on radio. Parliament. Brought to the people. Brought to the people.
Those against the knee, the eyes have it.
Our journey has been steady from the advent. With crystal clear vision, we started off as a news online portal. We subsequently evolved into a magazine, and now on your radio. We do not only bear the name Media House. We practice with the best ethos of our professional calling, presenting facts with objectivity. We are committed and resolute. We are HallowMace. We are the standard bearers. It's HallowMace on radio, dedicated to promotion of legislature, democracy, and good governance. It's hot, interactive, educating, engaging, and entertaining. HallowMace on radio, Thursdays, 10 a.m. on Armed Forces Radio, 107.7 FM. HallowMace on radio. Parliament. Brought to the people. Brought to the people. To the people. To the people. To the people. To the people.